Hey, I'm not Mag, I don't scroll, and today we are back out on the hunt for pretty rocks in pretty places. And today we are up at the Blue Grotto, which, as you can see, is absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you guys around a little bit. This is outside of Trail, Oregon. It is a offshoot trail of the Lost Creek Lake Trail. There's a couple of ways that you can get here, but one of the closest hikes, which is still 5 miles round trip, is the Lewis Road Trailhead. That is the closest actual trailhead to get down here. And since it's 5 miles round trip, you're not going to be trying to haul any big rocks or anything like that out of here. I don't even know if it's really permitted, but there are some pretty rocks that are seeded with a mineral called rhyolite, which is from, the Mount Mazama volcanic eruption that happened not too far from here. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. And again, you're not going to be hauling anything big out of here. It's not like it's a rare or valuable mineral anyway. But, grab yourself a couple little souvenir pieces. I don't think anybody's going to care about that. So as you can see, this is an absolutely beautiful location. Fantastic hike to get here. Also, if you come out this way, you can play at the lake and have a good time after your little hike over here. But this is where the water comes out, and you can see all that coloration from the rhyolite all through there. And again, not particularly rare or valuable, anything like that, but it is. So on our way back from the Blue Grotto, we stopped at this little creek. You can see the bridge behind me. If you walk down a little trail on the side of the bridge, it will take you down to this creek. And there's a couple little cool finds down here. It's definitely pretty. All right, so here we are up the creek, and nothing too crazy, but there are certain things that I think are cool. Like, what's that hiding right over there? Let's go take a look. So there was actually a couple of pieces right next to each other over there. And I'm thinking some of this might be volcanic agate. We're going to cut it open and see what it looks like later. So we didn't bring any digging tools with us, but if we had, along the bank of this creek, you can see all this color and fallen out rock through here. This is where I would dig to look for more of that red material. So we're back home now, and I'm going to show you a couple of these rocks, but a few final things I wanted to say. If you're going to go out and hike the trail down to the Blue Grotto or the creek before the Blue Grotto, or just hike around Lost Creek Lake, if you go in the way that we went, you can find it on GPS. It's easy to get there to the Lewis Road trailhead. There's one bathroom at the trailhead. There are no other bathrooms. It is a pretty easy to moderate hike, but it is 5 miles round trip. So that being said, I'm going to show you guys some of these rocks right. Okay, so all of these came from the same place and, look the same from the outside. But once we've cut them, we've got things ranging from this to this. Came out much prettier than I expected. And then this really surprised me with the amount of colors through it. I was very excited when I cut that in half. And then this is some of that red and brown material I found at the end. Not 100% sure what it is, but I was pretty surprised and impressed by this as well. And then this is some of that jasper that we found on the Chetco the other day. And lastly, here's a piece of quartz that we cut just for fun. This was also found at the Chetco.